This is the Nikon Z30 and this is the 28mm f2.8, and when you put it together, you get the best compact camera combo known to man. What's up y'all, it's Project Photography back with another video, and today this camera combo right here has been my go-to for the past couple of months and has completely changed the way that I capture my photography on a daily basis. And a big part of that has been how small and compact this combo is. So let's start there when talking about this combo. I mean, just look at how compact that is. This combo is actually more compact than the 50mm f1.8, which is already quite a small lens. It takes up such a minimal amount of space, and it's all thanks to the 28mm being absolutely tiny, along with the Z30 being incredibly slim and compact. And putting it together just makes an ultra compact combo. This combo is extremely lightweight as well, coming in at 565 grams total combined at least. That is lighter than an individual Nikon Z6, and that makes a huge difference when you're packing it in smaller bags or taking it around, because you don't want to have this big, heavy camera. Having it be so small, so compact, and lightweight is an absolute game changer for the Nikon Z30 and the 28mm f2.8. And its compactness and weight makes for an extremely unobtrusive combo to allow you to go out and take more photography, because you don't have to feel like you have to carry this big thing around in order to just take a couple photos here and there, especially on a daily basis. And this next part might seem a little random, but this is a mini tote bag that I got from Uniqlo last time I was in Hawaii. And just look at that, it's a cute little malasada on there. And I actually started to use this as my everyday carry, as a daily bag where I throw my sunglasses, my phone, my wallet, other stuff like that I just felt like I needed on a daily basis. And I decided, you know what, I feel like throwing a camera in here would be a great idea. And I threw my Nikon Z6 III and my Plena in there because I thought, you know, it fits, so maybe that's a good idea. And I was instantly wrong. I mean, that camera combo is huge, and especially when you have it on just one shoulder like you do with tote bags, it just made for an insanely uncomfortable experience, which is why I decided to throw in my Nikon Z30 and the 28mm f2.8 in there. And having this camera combo inside of this tote instantly became a winner for me. I mean, being able to throw all my everyday carrying stuff in there along with this combo, I mean, that was incredible, because I can now carry this camera around on a daily basis without having to feel like having to bring along a huge other camera bag with me, or even my 3-liter sling, which is mainly for camera gear. But this right here is for my everyday carry, and being able to throw it in there just made it so that I could bring it along on these other excursions that were just my daily use cases. This camera combo barely took up any weight, and it was barely noticeable when I was carrying it on full day excursions. And I just feel like having a camera along with me allowed me to just go out and take more photos on a daily basis. That wasn't necessarily those high leverage situations. And there were even times where I would bring this camera and not use it. I didn't feel like I wasted space in my bag because I didn't use it. And one thing I love about this combo in particular is actually the focal length you're shooting at. Yes, this is a 28mm lens, but put on an APS-C size body like the Nikon Z30, it adds another 1.5 times crop onto the focal length, turning it into an effective 42mm focal length. And I'm personally a big fan of this focal length because it's a little bit tighter than, let's just say, a 35mm, which means you can help to isolate subject matters just a little bit more. And on top of it, it's much closer to that 50mm focal length, which is one of my favorites outside of my wide angles, of course. And I almost treated this combo like a point and shoot, where I would just take it out, and if I saw something, I would just capture it. Especially with the Nikon Z30, I felt like it didn't lack in terms of performance. I was able to quickly get autofocus or use a flip screen in a pinch when I wanted to get low to the ground or get different angles. It's a great standard focal length for everyday photography, and paired with a reliable Z30, which I use on professional shoots, it was just a great camera combo to make me feel like I'm getting that point and shoot type of feel. You truly never know when you're gonna need a camera, and there's a lot of times before where I wish that I had a camera on me when I simply didn't. But the key component that makes all this minimalistic setup possible is actually Nikon's SnapRidge app. Now, initially when I first used it, I used it mainly for shooting because I thought, oh, it'd be nice to have my camera far away and then I can control it. But then I found that to be a little bit clunky and more of an inconvenience than convenient. For example, if you want to change your focus mode or the box, you would have to exit out of the app and change that in camera and then go back to the app. which is extremely annoying. I don't know why you can't just change these things in the app, but that's just one example of why I thought, SnapBridge wasn't really that useful. Until I discovered that with the SnapBridge app, along with the Bluetooth pairing in pretty much all their Nikon Z cameras, you could actually send the photos directly from your camera to your phone while the camera was powered off. Now, this is extremely useful and very convenient, especially when I'm just on my phone and I have my camera near me and I can just open the SnapBridge app and then download all of my JPEGs from the Z30 onto my phone extremely fast and extremely conveniently. And that's actually a major reason why I started to shoot JPEG plus RAW. Because of course, I love shooting RAW because I want to get the best image quality, all the information on the sensor and so forth, but I wasn't going to be transferring RAW files via Bluetooth at least from my camera to my phone. That's just extremely inconvenient, and on top of it, you have to transfer that into Lightroom and then edit it and then back out. It's just not a convenient process. But by using JPEG, it's a much smaller file size and it's way easier to transfer from the camera to the phone, and it's also a lot faster. And on top of it, I can use the native Google Photos app because, as you guys know, I have a Google Pixel 7 and I can just edit it from there. And of course, you're not going to get the high quality image like you would normally get with RAW plus editing in Lightroom, but it's extremely convenient, and that's what I'm looking for in a combo like this. It's more than good enough in a pinch, and having the JPEGs from the Z30 versus the photos that my phone takes, it's just night and day difference. The images from this are far better than my phone. So being able to have those higher quality images way more conveniently than something like having to shoot the RAW and then transferring and so forth, it's just a far better experience overall. And this also means that I don't have to carry a dongle around me wherever I go just to be able to get the SD card images to my phone. Being able to do it wirelessly is obviously a much better system, especially if you want to be more compact and lightweight. This, in a sense, creates an extension of my camera to my phone. And instead of having to use my phone camera all the time, I can use this, which is higher quality, way more fun, and way more of a photography experience. And that's what you're trying to get with a combo like this. And having SnapBridge in conjunction with my Z30 and 28mm just makes this whole combo come alive. And helps to reduce the barriers to entry to capturing more photography. And having the camera gear be smaller, more lightweight, and more compact allows you to go out and shoot more. Because if you have this bigger, heavier gear, you don't want to lug it around on a daily basis. Now, of course, there is times where you want that bigger, heavier professional camera. Like for me, as you guys know, I'm a landscape photographer and I carry around a lot of gear with me in my Shimoda Action X30. And that's an entire excursion when I want to go out and capture the best landscape photos possible. But on a daily basis, I don't need the biggest camera possible. I don't need my 24-70 and my Z6 III. The Z30 and the 28mm is perfect. I'm just capturing my life as it is, and sometimes life isn't perfect and neither do my photos. And of course, it's not like I'm gonna go out there and just take crappy photos all the time with this camera combo, but it being more smaller, more lightweight, and more compact allows me to just capture more images because I don't have to lug around this huge gear all the time, and it makes me want to go out and take more photos because I simply don't need the best image quality possible or the best camera gear for the perfect scenario when I'm just going out and capturing daily life. And I know a lot of you guys out there watching are more of the intermediate to professional photographers, and I feel like for that group in particular, we're always so caught up in capturing the best images possible, and I'm here to tell you that you don't need the best camera to do that on especially like a daily basis. That's more casual, more laid back. You're just having fun and relaxing. And I feel like for you guys, having a camera combo that's similar to this, and it could be any camera combo of your choice, but having a camera combo that fits that need is important because it kind of loosens you up. It doesn't have to make you feel like, oh, I need to go out and capture the best images all the time. Just go out and experience the world and capture photos that you want to capture on a daily basis. At the end of the day, this setup doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to capture the best images, but it does have to be fun, and it does have to make you want to go out and shoot photography. And that's what the Nikon Z30 and the 28mm does for me. So thank you guys so much for experiencing the world with me today. Please let me know what is your compact camera combo that you bring around on a daily basis. I would love to hear what you guys have to offer in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please feel free to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.